Hey Hammer fans, Brian Frank here, talking about a really important subject. Got to get this off my chest before I explode. It's been 36 years. I've been dealing with the question of how many calories per hour should I consume when I'm exercising? Be it an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, multi-day events. This is the question that vexes so many athletes. And unfortunately, there's so much myth and misinformation surrounding how many calories per hour you should consume. The high calorie crowd, as we call them, the experts of the day, which were saying the same thing back in the 80s and the 90s. Oh, 300 calories an hour, 400, even 600 calories an hour. Maybe that's what you're burning, doesn't really matter. You can't consume anywhere near that much. So we have a whole new generation of research supposedly touting 60 to 90 grams an hour of carbohydrate. Take a little closer look at that research. Test subjects are operating at 50% of VO2 max. That's right, they're walking along at a 95 beat per minute heart rate. Not so much. We're always exercising at a lot higher heart rate than that. So you've probably tried higher calorie intake and had GI distress, and all kinds of fun problems go with it. So the reason why we invented this concept of less is best for optimal fueling is in response to constantly dealing with athletes suffering from overconsumption of calories. So I have a little system I call the minimum calories per hour. This is the number you want to know. You want to determine what your minimum calories per hour are that allows you to exercise at the limits of your ability and fitness, not slow down, not suffer any GI distress or any other cramping or any problems like that. For most athletes, it comes down to 1 calorie per pound of body weight. That usually ends up being the sweet spot, plus or minus a few. So for most athletes, we're talking 120, 180 calories an hour. Nowhere near these 240, 300, 400 calorie craziness we're hearing. This high calorie intake also contradicts human physiology. We know that the human liver can return about 1 gram of carbohydrate per minute into glycogen. So there you go, 4 calories per gram, 60 minutes in an hour. You got a 240 calorie an hour theoretical ceiling. So why try to exceed that? And more to the point, why try to stuff so many calories down your throat when you just want to go pedal, swim, bike, run, whatever? So do that and consume a lot less calories. You'll be happier, your stomach will be happier, and you can forget about all the high calorie fuss and muss. So less is best, 120, 180 calories an hour, 1 calorie per pound of body weight, and you'll be in the ballpark. Hammer on.